Hello my friends and welcome to our final episode of Bravely Default 2. My name is the FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today there's one more thing that we can do in this game. Well, actually there's two. We could always finish the card game. That's something I didn't do. It's kind of weird because when it comes to card games, I like card games and games, but lately I've not been excited by them. Not a huge fan of this card game. Not a huge fan of Final Fantasy 9. Final Fantasy 8 was great until the rules changed. It's kind of weird how the card game minigame is not as great as it used to be, in my opinion. But besides the card game, there's one more thing we can do, and that's dive into New Game Plus and fight one last fight. Let's go. I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day today. It's kind of cool that they let you choose what you want to do, because one of the big complaints I have with New Game Plus is why play New Game Plus when you're already stomping everything. But you could play without jobs here and without character levels. I mean, you could do this. You could do this. Maybe no items. Yeah, maybe without capture monsters. If you do this, you play through the game with all the jobs at level 1. So you get all the jobs at your disposal that you can use at any time. So you can play through the game and re-level up all the jobs and use different jobs on different enemies. And I think this kind of New Game Plus is a perfect New Game Plus. I don't like New Game Pluses where they don't give you any options and they just throw you in there with all your max stats and everything, because then the game is boring. At the same time, I hate it when they just throw you in there and the things that you carry over, you don't have a choice on, and some things you want to carry over don't carry over. So this is really cool how this thing is set up. I really like this system, and I wish more games had a New Game Plus system like this, because this is really, really cool. Just going through this game again with all your jobs at level 1, but having every job, that sounds super neat. But we're not doing that. We're going to select everything because we're going to need the power. So we're absolutely carrying everything over. And I'm going to let the opening play out so we can revisit the beginning. And then we'll jump around.
I am that which whispers, which carries, which connects. This thread of life, adrift, untethered. It must be woven back into the fabric of the world. Remember. Remember who you are.
I don't see any reason why we should go to hard. It's not a big deal. I just care about the story at this point. But if I was to do what I want to do, I just care about the story. Although if I was going to play the game a second time with the system that I've set up, I would absolutely play on hard just to see what it's like. But I'm not going to do that because, like I said, there's something I want to do, and I'm pretty sure if we played on hard or we play on normal, it wouldn't matter. We'd probably steamroll over anyway.
Now go. Return to the land, to your destiny. Cry out. Call out your name.
Since we now know that what the naming convention is, let us be the FlightlessBird. Even if it's only for a few minutes. Who knows? If you're ever playing this game and you see FlightlessBird, comment in the comment section below. Let me say. Let me see that you saw FlightlessBird Round 2. Prologue, The Inner Ocean's Call. Like I said, I'm going to let the story play out a little. just for us to revisit it. And then we'll go to the fight. It's kind of cool to come back here. Remember how it all started. We don't have our outfits on.
Where am I?
Is this what the crystal wished to show us?
Without a doubt, my lady. Where the light led, there he lay.
Are those voices? But whose?
'Twould seem he is a young man of the sea.
This is all a little unexpected, I must say. But I trust you, Sir Sloane, and I trust the light of the crystal.
He may not seem much, my lady, but appearances can be deceiving. In any case, he is in need of urgent treatment. Let us return to town with all haste. We will talk more of what this means at a later juncture.
Can't believe I survived. Huh? Where am I?
You are in Halcyonia, in an inn. Don't be alarmed, you are quite safe. Now that you appear to be capable of speaking, perhaps you could tell me a little about yourself.
Me? Sure, I mean, I'm just a regular sailor, I guess. My ship got hit by this huge wave, and I was swept overboard. I don't remember anything after that. Guess I must have drifted here on the tide.
I see. Then perhaps it was the crystal's will after all.
Huh? What do you mean?
Ah, our young seafarer has awoken at last.
So good to see Sir Sloane again.
Verily, thy plight hath troubled us greatly, friend. We had feared the very worst.
This is Sir Sloane, the royal man-at-arms.
The what?
Come, my lady, we must make haste. It will not do to keep King Vernon waiting.
Indeed not. We will leave right away.
Wait, you're going to meet a king? Who exactly are you?
Gloria of Musa, at your service. Princess Gloria of Musa, if you prefer my proper title. Although, since my kingdom was destroyed, I've been unsure whether I'm worthy of it any longer.
You're a princess.
I shall explain everything in due course. For now, you would do well to rest a while longer.
Sure. Okay.
Where the story forward? The potion. Oh, Sphinx down. I cannot use my
Feeling
access the
better
menu
now,
yet.
are you?
Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here.
I think that's when I'll skip.
Don't mention it.
Once I
It's
can see
only
the
right
menu.
to help people out when they're in need.
Well, thanks all the same. So this place is called Halcyonia, right? Can't say I've ever heard of it. Where exactly are we?
Ah, oh, I didn't think you were from around here. All right, let me show you on a map. Here we are.
What the? This map doesn't make any sense. Where the heck am I?
The whole lady in the boat now makes a
I
lot more
heard
sense
you
than
met
it
with
did
something
before.
of a calamity.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. My ship was hit by a giant wave. Must have been a freak storm or something.
Oh dear. Yes, we've been hearing a lot about enormous waves and the like lately. We're all right here in the city, but I heard they wreaked havoc down on the coast.
That doesn't sound good. Maybe I should go check it out. See if I can figure out what happened to me.
Well, the seaside's not far south of here. Follow the road out of town, and you'll be there in a jiffy. Tell you what, why don't you take the map with you in case you get lost?
Really? Thanks.
And so we set on an adventure. And yep, although we cannot access our job and abilities, you can see we have a level 15 freelancer and level 99. We access our equipment. We do not have the equipment equipped on us that we had at the end of the game. But we do have the equipment all here. And you can see these Excaliburs I was getting. They're actually not very powerful in consideration to everything else. But yeah, we have... And the cool thing is, what you could do, even though you can't access job system, is do that. And that basically gives you dual wielding, like right now, which is stupid at this point. Absolutely busted. I mean, the funny thing is, not only are we level 99 and all that, but the fact that we have this sort of light means we have obliterate. So if I go outside, I'm just gonna obliterate everything I see automatically. Okay, I will cut forward to the thing that you are all here to see. You're not here to see the prologue again. You're here to see the final fight in the game. Let's do it.
Here I go.
So first fight in the game, I just want to know, is it instantly just gonna kill these things, or... No, it did not instantly kill because it's story based, so you have to do the story thing here.
I felt that. All right.
And apparently these goblins have infinite HP.
Okay, what's the plan?
Yeah, I know the game is like trying to teach you how to play, and it's like, oh yeah, 276 HP, and meanwhile I'm over here with like infinite HP.
I am going all in. I felt that.
So yeah, that's kind of funny. But our oblivion doesn't work because it's story based. But
sorry, pal. I didn't see you standing there.
I just thought that was cool. Okay, so what happens if you do nothing here? You got it tested, right? I mean, now's the time to test it. We're New Game Plus, so why not? All I have to do is just run back here. It's not a big deal. So what happens when you say nothing? Oh, it just gives the game over. No story, no dialogue, no nothing. The game is just like, maybe you should have ran towards the crystal. That's kind of rude, game. Say, that's kind of rude. With New Game Plus, and we maxed all our stuff over, and we carried over to a new game, and we died in the first dungeon. Here we are.
With them.
The last fight.
Shall kneel before me.
The last fight between Adam. Remember, we lost this fight before. I'm not gonna lose this fight this time. And I don't know how strong he is, so I'm gonna treat him with respect. And by respect, I mean I'm gonna do everything I can to completely blow him away in one turn.
Get ready for everything I've got. Time to end
He actually had a lot of HP. I will say, he had a lot of HP.
Impossible. How can you possess such power? So, this is how it ends.
We won. Right?
What happens now? Does the game just continue on like nothing differed, or let's find out.
So Adam has been defeated. It seems a change of plan is necessary. The outside world. I like it. Then it's goodbye to this world. And hello to another.
Creepy. What are all these names? Doesn't like the normal credits. Did she just invade our world? Or did she try jumping to another world? I think she tried to invade our world. You must be defeated by Adam in order to proceed to the next stage of the story. Huh. So, it counts as beating the game. That's cool. So it counts as beating the game. And you got a really cool artwork. But at the same time, you must lose the fight. I like how they do that. In a lot of games, if you had an impossible fight, you beat the battle. And then what happens is the game just goes, you lose anyway. It drives me crazy sometimes. Why make it possible for you to win when by winning the game just continues on as if you lost? But here, that was really cool. I like that. I like how that's set up. How that actually has consequences to it. But sadly, this is the end of another playthrough. And I always get sad when a playthrough ends because I know there are some people who found me on YouTube because of this playthrough of Bravely Default 2. And now they may go elsewhere to watch another game that I haven't played from another content creator. And I wish, if that is you, I wish you adieu. I want to say thank you for being a part of my journey through Bravely Default 2. And I want to say it's been an honor to have known you for the time that I've known you. And I hope that you be brilliant and amazing and awesome all the days that you walk this earth. And for those who are sticking with me for another game, I'm honored to have your subscription. I'm honored that you like the videos, and I'm honored that you choose to be a part of the #1 YouTube community of all YouTube, and that's made up of you all. It's not #1 because of me, it's #1 because of you, and I can't thank you enough for all that you do. If you would like to see Bravely Default 1 or Bravely 2nd, we have played those on the channel. If you go to the description box below, there is a link to www.tinyurl.com/FlightlessBirdGaming. And if you go there, you will have a spreadsheet that has every single one of our playthroughs. All 100 and, I don't know, there's a lot of them, 140, 130 of them. So yeah, we played a lot of games in 5 years. Man, August 2nd, Saturday, will be my 5th year anniversary of my first upload on YouTube. That's... time flies. Time flies, and I can't say how honored I am to be a part of this community. Y'all are amazing. I do want to say a wonderful, huge thank you and appreciation to our Patreons and supporters of the channel via YouTube membership. Diesel Knight, Drake K, Moose Gaming, Daddy X Dagoth, Quick Pandy, In and Out Talk, Tapas, Chinikuti, I like Pai, Glahama J, Amy Mason, Einzigao. If you'd like to support me that way, links are in the description below, as well as a link to our Discord. Come join our Discord. Final thoughts. I mean, what can I say? This was a great experience, and I think the best way to give my final thoughts is to try to put this in context with Bravely Default and Bravely Second. Let me first start with the biggest con that I have with this game, which is some of the frustration in some of the fights. Having an enemy that can counter a job to make that job completely useless is frustrating. And you shouldn't make jobs useless. The whole point of this game is you have all these different jobs that can do all these different things. Don't make it so I fight a boss that basically says you can't use that job. I think that's horrible. The one enemy I fought that makes it that counter attacks when you heal, especially, that's just cruel. It's just super cool. And I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the threshold HP bosses, where as you fight a boss, they hit threshold and they get more dangerous. Again, if one enemy did that, if one boss did that, that would be cool. But having like every boss do it, it's very frustrating. So there is levels of frustration in this game. That's my biggest con in this game. My pros, however, greatly outweigh the cons. The pros, the characters. Especially the side characters. I mean, Adele has a great story. Elvis has a great story. Gloria took a while to get there. Once you realize that she's more like Yuna from Final Fantasy X, once you get there, her story becomes better. Same with Seth. Once you get there and you realize that he's actually Titus or Titus, whatever, I'm not going to start that war here. Once you realize that, you know, those two characters are Final Fantasy X characters, their story gets a lot better. It just takes a while to get there. Whereas Elvis and Adele were kind of like the heart of the story for most of the game. But again, the side characters especially. Lonsdale, Sir Sloan, Selena, and Gad. I mean, the crazy guy begins with a V, Villatoli, whatever his name is. Adam. It's just so many great stories that was told here. And I really love a lot of the side characters. I would have liked, also, now that I think about it, a little bit of resolution with Adele and Edna. I didn't really feel like it got there. Edna kind of was just pushed out of the picture, and we never saw what happened with Edna when the Night Nexus was defeated. It would have been nice if in the true ending, there was a scene with Edna, like, waking up, and then Adele being there. And then, you know, Edna maybe starts crying and reaches out for her and they hug or something. You know, some sort of consolation. But Edna just kind of disappears from the picture. And I'm not a huge fan of that. I would like to see some resolution there. But, like I said, the side characters are so good. Pollux, Castor. I mean, just so many good things about this game that I really liked. Not a huge fan of the card game, but a lot of really things I liked about this game. And of course the music. Music is fantastic. Music is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I played this game for 65 hours. Well, technically like more like 64, 63. There's some days that, you know, I had to like stop grinding and I let the game on while I like cook dinner or something. But for the most part, like a 60+ hour game. There's a lot of content here. It's definitely well worth the purchase, that is for sure. Where is it in the context of Bravely Default 1 and Bravely 2nd? Now, I'm going to spoil Bravely Default 1 and Bravely 2nd here. Well, kind of spoil. But, I mean, if you haven't played Bravely Default 1, click off on this video now. Go watch it. Or go buy it on Switch 2. Or go watch my playthrough. Watch my playthrough. It's actually probably better than the Switch version because The Switch version gets rid of some things that happen that are necessary for Bravely Second. But anyway, Bravely Default 1 is tremendous. There is annoyances with the Vampire Castle and the freaking Hellhounds. Yeah, that was definitely a thing that drove me crazy. But I think the biggest negative on Bravely Default 1 is obviously the thing that we all know about, which is the constant rebooting of the story. Now, granted, some of the times they did it well because there was new story that was added that wasn't there before. But still, it did get a lot of repetitive. And I think everyone understands that. I think Bravely Second is probably the best Bravely game. And then I think Bravely Default 2 is the second best, and I think Bravely Default 1 is the third. However, and I said this about Zero Escape when I played Zero Escape. In Zero Escape, I said, you know, I thought Virtue Last Reward, you know, that's nearing a 10 out of 10 for me. And then 999 is like a 9.8. And then Zero Time Dilemma is like a 9.7. I thought all three Zero Escape games were just fantastic from beginning to end. And I love them to death. I feel the same way about the Bravely series. You know, if Bravely Second is nearing a 10 out of 10, especially that witch class. Oh god, the things they did with that class is just so much fun. If that's like a 10, you know, Bravely Default 2 is maybe like a 9.7, and Bravely Default 1 is like a 9.5. I mean, we're talking about the difference between minor fractions of a point. So if you're here and you're like, FlightlessBird hates Bravely Default 1, no, I don't. I think they're all A games, and they're all fantastic games, and you should play all of them. It's just, if I had to choose, I think the Bravely Second experience I had the most fun with. I really do. And it's sad that a lot of people aren't going to ever get the experience Bravely Second, but I really love Bravely Second. I thought it was really cool. I mean, whenever you bring in Adea back, especially Murgur, I mean, she's just great. I love Adea. She's amazing. But with that said, I love you all so very much. I thank you for everything. If you're wondering what's next, I have been waiting to play a very specific game for a while now. And that game is Lunar 2. I played Lunar 1 because a friend actually had it. Friend at work had it. Let me borrow it. And I played it and I loved it. And which is really nice of my friend because the game is super duper expensive. Like, it's ridiculously expensive. So the fact that he let me borrow it, thank you so much for that. So he let me borrow it, and I played it, and it was fantastic. And then I played something else, because that's what I normally do. You know, I give a game a break before I come back to it. I think it was a community choice. But then, I was going to play Lunar 2, and I was thinking about emulating it, because I didn't have the game. And my friend didn't have the game. So, you know, it's, what else can I do? And just as I was about to start playing Bravely, Lunar 2, Words of a Remaster came out. And I was like, gotta be kidding me. I mean, that's great that a remaster's coming out, but couldn't it have come out before I played Lunar 1? Then I could play Lunar 1 Remastered, but it's fine. I really enjoyed Lunar on the PlayStation, and it was a lot of fun. I loved it to death. The music is just fantastic. And I was really excited to play Lunar 2, but when I heard a remaster was coming out, I was like, okay, well, let's not emulate it. Let's wait for the remaster to come out. However, before the remaster could be played, I had to do some other things. And I played Wild Arms. Then I had to wait for the remaster to come out, so I think I played... Dang it, what did I play in between this and Wild Arms? Did I just play this after Wild Arms? Maybe? don't remember. I remember that the vote was really close. I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But the bottom line is, we'll be playing Lunar 2 next on the channel. And then after Lunar 2, we will have a community vote. And the community vote originates in our Discord channel. And then the top 4 games goes to the YouTube side. So if you want to have a foot in your door, and you want to be like, hey, FlightlessBird, I want you to play this game, you know, you can always let me know in the description below. I'll add it to the list of games, which you can find on FlightlessBird Gaming, the spreadsheet I mentioned earlier. And that game will be on a poll in Discord. The winners of the poll then go to YouTube. But only the top 4 go to YouTube. So out of the 20 games that may be on the list, only, you know, 20% of them will go. So if you want to have a voice in that initial stage, join our Discord. I'd love to talk there. I'd love to say hi to you. We have a great community. Like I said, number 1 YouTube community, all YouTube. So come join us. Now I'm rambling because I hate endings. Oh, I hate ending a game. I just really do, especially games I really enjoy. Games I spent 65 hours in. You know, it's funny because I think I just hit 65 hours in our Super Robot Wars playthrough with Ace Appa. And we're like maybe a third through the game. So there's still a lot left. And I know once that series finishes, I'm going to be sad because, I mean, you can't spend this much time in a game and not want to... You know what I mean? I don't want to say goodbye. I hate goodbyes. Goodbyes make me sad. But with every closed door, a new one opens. And we'll finish Lunar 2. After I finish Lunar 2, I haven't really decided what my next choice RPG is going to be. I have said that I want to try to finish series before I personally start more series. So even though we played Wild Arms, I probably want to do Krudelka sometime soon to finish the Shadow Heart series. I would like to try Grandia 3 sometime because it's been a long time since I played Grandia. I know there's another game, Breath of Fire. We did Breath of Fire 3 and 4. We haven't done 1 or 2. So eventually I would like to get to back. I would like to do that as well. So there's still a whole lot to be excited about in the future, my friends. And I look forward to sharing it all with you. Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful, fantastic, amazingly awesome day today. And until then, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video and being the #1 YouTube community in all of YouTube. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear from you. And remember that you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. Always be true to yourself and never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.